someone there?
That. Ah.
That it? That's your best?
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this. Stay on your guard.
I'll have your head. Watch it, sister. Watch it there, sister.
Done and done. Where'd you come from?
Hold, traveler. You have no business here. Be on your way. Wait. You're one of us, aren't you? A werewolf? Then perhaps you do have business here. Forgive me. I'm Raquel of the Frostmoon Pack. Welcome, sister.
What is it, pup? For now, my pack lived in the mountains northeast of here, till they were wiped out. Damn werebears. Magini offered to help me reclaim my territory. I hunt with him until then. After that, we'll see. Goodbye, whelp.
What?
Welcome, sister. It's been too long since we met another who shares our blood. I am Majni, Alpha of the Frostmoon Pack. You are welcome here, so long as you respect our law. Aye, the blood still runs true among some on the Solstheim, as it has for centuries. We have chosen to embrace Lord Hircine's blessing. You know it well. The speed and strength of the beast, the thrill of the hunt, the triumph of the kill. This is our purpose, our way of life. So it was for my father, and his father before him, and I welcome any who walk that path. You might find a few others. Strays, lone hunters, but ours is the last true pack that remains. Meat, furs, bone, trophies of the hunt, but those are of little use to you. There is one more thing. Since the days of the Great Hunt, our pack has kept a set of rings, blessed by Lord Hircine himself. I sense his favor on you. For you, I will part with them, if you can pay my price. Here, take a look. Farewell.
That's
It's really loud in here, you know.
So far, this hasn't... Anything good? Where have you been? Alright, let's see what you have.
You got a good thing going here now.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend. I've had to muster some more men to protect the mine, but I don't really have a problem with that. Second Councillor Arano is concerned that once word reaches the Reavers that the mine has reopened, they might think about paying us a visit. I say let them try. My men are ready for them. All of the soldiers in this town are Redoran Guard. Some of the best warriors that House Redoran has to offer. I've spent quite a few years honing their skills, and I can assure you they're not just your average city guard. To protect Councillor Morvain, of course. He has quite a few friends on the council back in Morrowind, and they wanted to ensure his safety while he was here. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to discuss it. It can be. Even the most experienced warriors can fall prey to petty distractions. They usually didn't amount to much, but they make my job that much harder. Some of my own men have become quite accustomed to a spirit they call Emberbrand wine. Despise the stuff myself. It's powerful and tremendously addictive. I've seen men fail to finish even a single flask. If I knew where they were stashing the bottles, I'd put an end to it myself. Thank you for your assistance. It can be. They usually didn't amount to much. Some of my... If I knew where they were stashing the bottle... You would? That would be helpful. I just don't have time to do it myself right now. They're too smart to have left it in the bulwarks. I'd search one of the abandoned houses on the outskirts of town. Ah, this is bone mold armor. Quite impressive, wouldn't you say? It's fashioned from actual bone that's been reinforced with a resin-like material and then shaped to form the armor plating. It might appear brittle, but I'd wager it could stop the blow of a weapon better than iron or steel. Find me that stash of wine. I'm itching to be rid of it.
You got a good thing going here. Glover Mallory's the name. If you're looking for a smith, you found one of the best. Well, well, it's been a long time since someone from the guilds bothered to make their way out here. So tell me, how's my brother Delvin? Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart? Good to hear. Damn layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine? Anyway, I suppose you're looking for work. Well, I got bad news. This place is drier than a damn bone. Eager to make some coin, eh? That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. The Guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years, but haven't been able to handle. Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my back. And besides, it's really my problem anyway. I caused it. A fellow Breton who went by the name Esmond Tyne showed up on my doorstep about a fortnight ago. He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us. That he did, right out from under my nose. Can you believe it? It's my own formula for improved bone mold. Took me years to perfect. Well, before he ran off, he was talking some nonsense about trying to fence goods to the Reeklings at Castle Karstag. I told him he was crazy to even think about talking to those vicious little buggers, but he wouldn't listen. I'd bet a fat purse of coin that he's either dead or hiding out up there. You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You won't be disappointed. I've always had a steady stream of work thanks to the Redoran Guard, so it hasn't affected me much. However, I've seen the smile on people's faces, and there's hope around here once again. Something we've been lacking for a long time. A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town. I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften. I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armor smith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right. You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Bring your... and armor to me. I'll fix it up right. Glover Mallory's the name. If you're looking for a smith, you found one of the best.
Captain Velitz mentioned how valuable you've become to the Reverend Guard. Counselor and I appreciate your assistance.
I'm glad to lend a hand.
You must be using quite a bit of your raw materials repairing their weapons and armor. I'm sorry we can't compensate.
Not to worry, Atra. I'll recover my losses in due time.
I don't... You're playing, Akuma. But something about you just... add up.
Understandable, considering the differences between us.
I'm not talking about that. I have a knack for smelling trouble. And for some reason, you reek of it.
I can't thank you enough for reopening the Ebony Mines. You've brought luck. You've succeeded where I've failed by ending the threat to... I've known the Councillor since we were both quite young. We rose the ranks in House Redoran together. When word arrived in Blacklight that the Councillor's father had passed, I was asked to sail to Raven Rock with him as his second. It meant passing on better opportunities at home, but I didn't want to leave his side. We fought quite a few battles together and saved each other's lives on more than one occasion. Our bond is our strength. We've always been at each other's side, and nothing will ever change that. I'm pleased I was mistaken about you, sir.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
Merkle doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
I don't know who sent you here, but you've given us something to build on here. After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lami, the town's alchemist. I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit. It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help. As you can imagine, the eruption of the Red Mountain took an awful toll on Solstheim. Hunting for game has been scarce, and the waters are apparently too tainted for fishing. According to Councillor Morvain, my husband's been Raven Rock's most important food source for decades. Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark. That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Careful with those netches. They may look clean, but they can see.
The mines are open and the shop is busy again. Thank you.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all, Sergio. Well, take a look at what I have, and maybe we can make a deal. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Fethis, I'm quite busy at the moment.
Why hasn't a Redoran guard been posted at my shop, like I've requested?
You and I both know we can't spare anyone right now. I don't care if you still have friends at the East Empire Company or not. They abandoned us long ago, so your contacts are meaningless here. That's it.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I'm beginning to like this partnership. Here you go. Things are picking up for now. All I'm wondering is how long it'll take for House Redoran to begin ignoring us again if the mine runs out of ore for a second time. Bad? What if I told you that you're the first person that's even considered looking at my wares today? I've half a mind to contact my friends at the East Empire Company and see if they need an extra hand in Windhelm. Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've corresponded with Vittoria Vici herself more than once. You know, the lady who runs the East Empire Company warehouse in Solitude. The biggest warehouse they have in Skyrim. Ah, you're just like the rest of the folks around here. Mark my words. The East Empire Company will return to Raven Rock, and when they do, I'll be at the top of their list. The question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here? Because I have pretty much any supplies you might need. If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it. Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up. See for yourself. If you need any supplies, you know where to
Yes.
find me.
All right, let's see what you have.
Be careful.
It's quiet.
Something troubling you? I think you'd welcome a little peace and quiet.
Apologies, Admiral. In my experience, it's usually the quietest before the storm.
You think you have it better. Try walking the bulwark at night. Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service. Now...
Excuse me.
Huh? Azura's wisdom to you. Sirrah,
I don't know what you did in those mines, but it put a smile on Cretius's face. Far from it. In fact, I'm no longer welcome there. In all honesty, it came down to a disagreement between what I believe and what Elder Othraloth believes. I'd prefer not to get into the details, but let's just say our opinions about the current status of the Tribunal vary widely. Be careful out there.
Welcome. The mine's open, people are buying drinks, and I'm making money again. Just like old times. How do you feel? It's a blessing. I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty workers at the end of the day, and more coin than I can count. There's actually a funny story behind the name, friend. A few years ago, I was walking down by the docks, and I noticed a Dunmer staggering along with a bottle of Sujamma in hand. He was one of my patrons and liked to drink heavily, so I wasn't exactly surprised. But you see, this particular Dunmer was as naked as the day he was born and singing badly at the top of his lungs. As I'm watching this spectacle, a netch floats over the bulwark towards him. The man looks straight up at the netch, yells, "Have a drink!" and tosses the bottle. And it never hit the ground. Well, the bottle broke on the netch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of tilted. Finally, it stopped and began to quiver. A few moments later, the foulest liquid to ever assail your nostrils spewed from its maw. I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you right now, that netch was sick. True story, friend. True story. The blacksmith up at Skull Village seems to have gone missing, and they've asked us to keep an eye out. Watch yourself out there. Looks like an ash storm might be brewing. Drayla, I have a message for you.
Tell my father if he wants to speak to me, he should do it in person.
It's not from your
I
father.
don't know what you did in those mines, but it put a smile on Cretius's face.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen him so happy.
Please, tell me, the mines are open and the shop is busy again. Thank you.
He said you know what it means.
I do. Thank you.
Drayla, I have a message for you.
Tell my father if he wants to speak to me, he should do it in person.
It's not from your father. It's from Captain Velith.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Geldis. Please, tell me, what did he say?
He said he'll meet you where you met for the first time. He said you know what it means.
I do. Thank you.
don't know what you did in those mines, but it put a smile on Cretius's face. I've never seen him so happy.
There's something you need.
With the Ashbourne threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend.
I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him. I'll give you this warning only once. If you're dealing with me, there's only one thing to remember. Pay your debts. I might lend coin to people that need it, but I never lend to strangers. So shove off. Look somewhere else.
Captain Dallas, good to see you again. What can I...
We've got our eyes on you.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Vilkas said you're the new Kodlak. I don't know what...
Someone there. I'm gonna bleed you. I saw the Fadric brothers bobbing around there this morning, so that makes 3.
Now we're stuck out here listening to it all day and night.
I'd rather be stuck out here than floating in there.
Did you hear something?
Do you need something? Anything good?
What's that?
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
us getting...
Huh?
You hear something?
Where'd you come from?